Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for checking out the video. I'm filming a video of this solo trip, so if you want to check that out, there'll be links in the description and all that. I've been wanting to make a video for a long time about these Backwoods bumpers and a little bit about Backwoods itself. I guess for my closest followers, the people that really pay the most attention, you guys know that I work full-time for Backwoods Adventure Mods. I'm the marketing manager there, and I don't do YouTube full-time. I never have, and really don't have any plans on doing it full-time. YouTube is just my side hobby. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now, having fun out here. So what I want to do is tell you guys a little bit more about our bumpers. You know, if you go back maybe a year or two ago, and you can kind of see how some of these bumpers were designed. I asked you guys for a ton of feedback, and basically these bumpers are like an audience driven design. So if you guys are interested and you have a 5th gen 4Runner or 3rd gen Tacoma, I'm really trying not to be biased here, but I swear these are the coolest and most different bumpers out there for a lot of reasons besides just how they look. Looks are one thing, but functionality really is king on these bumpers. And again, I asked you guys, you know, early on when we did the design of these for feedback, and basically went through the comments and we made something stupid cool. Super special. No one's doing what we're doing with bumpers in Backwoods. It's our #1 coolest thing that we do as a company, I think. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna flip the phone around and show you guys the front bumper, rear swing out, talk about the bumpers and stuff and the features. And honestly, for the Tacoma specifically, I'm probably the best one to talk to as far as R&D, because I've had these on for a couple years and gone through several different bumpers and iterations, and we've changed stuff, and I've beat the snot out of it. And so all that to say, let's take a look at these. All right, the current Backwoods products that are on my truck now is the high clearance dual swing out rear bumper, the full aluminum skid plate, and the highlight overland front bumper with bull bar. This is a prototype jerry can holder, which has a ton of amazing features. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. Whenever this drops, I'm gonna do a video and show you guys all the features, but also that is probably going to be the coolest jerry can on the market when we release it. So, all right, let's talk about this front bumper. Just want to remind you guys, if you didn't know already, if you're interested in any Backwoods products, you can save 10% with the code ARC-OFFROAD. So 10% is quite a bit in the bumper game. So use that if you're interested. Biggest differentiator between us and other bumper companies is everyone always has to argue about steel versus aluminum. What Backwoods was doing on the vans naturally transitioned into a void in the market on these Toyota bumpers, which no one was doing. All that is a true hybrid system. So it is a steel winch cradle and an aluminum outer shell. So no more arguing about steel versus aluminum. This has the pros of both materials built into one package. Same with the rear bumper, we'll get to later. This entire bumper only weighs 85 pounds. Okay, it's two separate pieces. This whole thing that you see right here is aluminum. So obviously, like, I've smacked this thing. There's a big old hit on the other side. This thing holds up. It's still aluminum. And what's crazy is I can take this whole thing off. I can pull it off, and I can hold it out here with one hand. It's like 30 pounds with the bull bar. So this whole bumper is 30 pounds. Now, where the important part is your recovery points, your winch mount, you know, the mounts that go directly to the frame, that's super heavy duty steel. Okay, so all your winch pulls, all your heavy load, everything like that is on this separate steel winch cradle. And this aluminum shell simply slides over it. So with the aluminum shell, obviously it's light, but you don't have to worry about rust whenever you hit it with a rock, or get stuff from the highway bouncing up and hitting it. You don't have to touch it up with paint. You can also drill in and add lights like this. Aluminum is like butter to drill through. You don't have to go through drill bits and drill through steel like that. It's super solid. Another thing, all of our bumpers come with powder coat included. There's a lot of companies out there you have to pay extra. So yeah, that's basically like the gist and what makes us different with our offering, all the Toyotas and everything. So we have this version with the bull bar like you see, the triple hoop. We also have one without a bull bar for a little bit cleaner look. But we can kind of get down here and I can show you We also offer these frame support brackets, which is in a separate piece. These are also steel, which basically carries the load from your factory bumper mounts all the way to the bottom of the sway bar mounts. So normally you'd have a sway bar there. I took mine out. But basically for severe winch pulls, it basically, you know, distributes the load there as well for a little bit more peace of mind. We call this the highlight series because obviously it's freaking high clearance. I mean, look at that. That's a 35, and you know, when you look at it straight on, you can almost see the entire tire. So you have a ton of approach angle right here. So it's high and lightweight, highlight. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Obviously there's some fog pockets. You can put Bajas or whatever kind of really light you want in there. I did this today on a tree. There's another shot of the frame support brackets. But basically there's like 3 bolts per side, and this shell can come on and off completely. So the thing's sweet. While we're here, let's talk about the skid plates. All right, these are our aluminum skid plates for the 3rd gen Tacoma, also for the 2nd gen Tacoma 4-wheel drive. So you see we have an extra wing right here for some more protection. And then if you do run our bumper, we have this connector skid that basically connects the bottom of the bumper to the top of the engine skid, so you get this additional coverage. So it's basically a seamless flow all the way down if you get that. Otherwise, if you don't have a bumper, that's fine. You won't buy this plate, you'll just buy the whole package here. So under here, and hopefully I'll throw some photos and stuff up there so you can see, but we have the engine skid, the transmission skid, transfer case skid. These LCA skids are not by us. It's just something I bought. But under here, you can see I have the Marlin Crawler lower control arm cam tab gussets and all that. So I had to kind of cut and clearance mine. But basically this is what it looks like. And going on with this steel and aluminum thing, this cross member here is steel and it's powder coated. Everything else is aluminum. So yeah, that's it on the skids. They also come raw. We don't powder coat the skids because raw skids just look freaking cool. All right guys, for rear bumpers, we have 2 options for the Tacoma. We have, as seen here, a high clearance dual swing out. And we also have this exact same bumper without the swing outs. Now people always ask, can I buy the non-swing out and upgrade to the swing later? No, you can't. You have to buy one or the other. The way we engineer it, it's just more bulletproof if we're able to offer 2 separate SKUs. Going back to the aluminum and steel hybrid, which is what we do, what makes us special. The whole bumper is steel, as it should be, because it's going to take a bunch of hits. Okay, you obviously have to cut the bedside, but you have a steel bumper. But these door panels are aluminum right here. So this whole piece is aluminum. This is steel, but all this is aluminum, which allows you to do what I've done here. You can bolt all kinds of crap to it. You know, like I said earlier, aluminum is super soft to drill through, so you can add quick fists and shovels and make your own table, all kinds of stuff. There's lots of opportunities for these. We also have pre-drilled holes. You know, you can mount whatever you want to. Our tire carrier back here is a separate add-on if you wish to do that. So yeah, really the sky's the limit as far as what you can put back here on the bumper. Down here on the actual bumper, let me back up. You can kind of see the shape. We have some little wings here for more clearance. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I forget. I have the next to final version of this bumper, so it'll look slightly different. But there's a camera relocate, which you don't even have to cut and splice. You simply move it from the tailgate up there down here, and it's super easy. Here's the hook where you clamp everything shut. You have a 2-inch receiver hitch, license plate if you want to put it there. We include license plate lights here. You have your recovery points here, super beefy. And then these are our brand lights, Pathfinder lights. Those will fit in there. Other brands will fit if you kind of carve them out a little bit, but these are kind of made to fit our lights. Another thing to note as far as overall strength is we add these braces. If you can see right here, it goes behind the fender liner, mounts to here. So obviously not only do you get strength going this way, but you get strength horizontally as well. So we tie it right in there. You have to drill one hole. There's 2 holes there. One's there already, but you have to drill another one, so 2 total. And yeah, I mean, it's seriously beefy. I smack this thing all the time. Like I said earlier, this is kind of the next to final version, so this assembly looks a little bit different. Now the current model is, this piece is welded versus bolted on. Double shear point, super beefy. Got these T-handles, which will catch so your door doesn't, come out and fling and break something. Let me try to close this one-handed and show you the operation. So there we go here. And I will say, just prefacing this, the way our production is set up, we tend to build an inventory the easier products first. So like our front bumpers usually are in stock on the shelf, ready to go, no lead time. If there is a lead time, it's very small. Now, bumpers like a swing out that take many hours and are very time consuming to build, those are most likely a build to order, or I don't know. These are tough to make, is what I'm saying. So the high clearance rears aren't as bad, but the swing outs, all these moving parts, it's just a little bit difficult. Anyway, so let me show you how this closes. We have this rubber bumper here, which when the latch closes, it applies force this way to the vehicle. Then we have this pad, which all the weight sits on up here. So this will close first. So you have it supported there and here. And then this piece will slide into there. And then you'll get your hook. And it's a simple hook just like that. And this thing is seriously solid. So, looks really good. It's extremely tight to the body. We wanted to do that, just it looks better. You can put, like you saw me put, like a table, and this is a chainsaw scabbard, and you can get really creative with these door panels. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Totally sweet. We recommend up to a 35-inch tire. It's probably possible to do a 37. You might have to mess with the what the heck's it called, tire carrier. But yeah, other than that, it looks really good. All right, guys, that's about it. Like I said earlier, besides the 3rd gen Tacoma, we also do basically the exact same thing for the 5th gen 4Runner. Yeah, if you want some of the seriously, like, I know it sounds like I'm biased, but it's truly innovative that we have that steel kind of hybrid deal. So no one's really doing that. It's the strongest and lightest weight bumper armor offering currently out there. So if you want to do that, check out our website, backwoodsadventuremods.com, right there. Yeah, use my code if you'd like. Let's see, for the 4Runner also, besides the front and rear bumpers, we have a new drifter roof rack, which is really cool. Also, 1/4-inch thick aluminum. It's got chase light pockets in the rear. There's just a bunch of cool stuff about it. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard of us, check us out. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.